is good. We love the Lord, and we just thank the Lord for the opportunity we have had to walk with Him all these years. I would never, I can't even imagine what it was like before I served the Lord. There's such peace, contentment. You trust. You know somebody's going to help you when needed. And where I've been on the mission field for 42 years, there were many times, there was just nobody else that could help. Just nobody else. And that was for wisdom in doing different things and for so many things. And the story that I felt to tell you tonight, it has to do with healing. And in Africa, this took place in Accra, Ghana, West Africa. And of course, I know you know that I loved Africa, loved the work in Africa. And there, when I think of it now, I think of, really I should have been afraid of doing certain things. But, it never entered my mind. The calling was to just do it. Go ahead and do it. And you just didn't think about any, thing else. That was all. You just did it. So, this one day, we were at a funeral. And now, funerals in Africa are different because there's the wake night, and that goes all night. And the corpse is there, the body is there, and there you are, worshiping all night. There's preaching, there's singing, and so many things. But now, if you don't want to stay the whole night for the funeral, you can go at 11 o'clock. But if you go later than 11 o'clock, you are disrespecting the body, the family, and all. So you're sure that if you don't leave at 11 o'clock, you're going to be there all night till 6 in the morning. And we have done that more than once. And so anyway, this evening, I left at 11 o'clock. And my home wasn't very far, about a 10-minute drive. Very busy area. And so I was driving home by myself, and all of a sudden, I see this white car coming from the left in such a speed from the side road, and I tried to step on the gas to get going, and he hit me, he got me in the back. And so I stopped. And he came over, and he said, "Oh, madame, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." And he was just, and there I was sitting, of course, on the road. And then it was very busy, so he decided to walk in front of me, in front of the vehicle, to the side to talk to me on the other side. And just as he got to the other side of the car, a bus hit me from behind. A bus. And he was going full speed. And now my car was a bigger car. Well, it was a bigger car. And it was heavy. And thank the Lord. But I didn't have my seatbelt on. I learned to be a seatbelt user on the field also, not only at home after that. When that bus hit, it just pushed the car down into the gutter. Just forced it right down in. And just as that bus hit, my whole body, it felt like slow motion. I lifted straight off the seat and hit the ceiling up above and knocked my hair down, of course, and my head to everything. And while I was going up and hitting that ceiling of the car, the Lord spoke to me and said, go on home and call for the pastors to come and pray for you. Some of the pastors that were at the funeral. So I was down the gutter now, and there in Africa, they are so helpful because it's nothing for them for a whole bunch of men to gather around and just pick that car up and put it on the road. And that's exactly what they did. They just they just picked the car up and just moved it back on the road, and the engine was still running. And then I thanked them, but I knew I was injured. I knew I was injured. And then this man came by the window and he said, Madame, he said, it was not your fault. The police station is right up here. I will take you up there. No, I said, no. I said, I'm injured. I just need to go on home. And so I started off driving very slowly because I didn't know how the car was, damaged. Very slowly. And then he followed me in the taxi. And I thought, okay, I shall stop and let him, because I was going so slow anyway. He stopped and came in and he said, Madame, you must let me take you to the police station because it was not your fault. He would help me. And I said, thank you. I said, but I'm injured. I can't. I said, I just want to go on home. So I drove slowly, and I was hurting. My head was hurting. My neck was hurting. And I knew that I was in bad shape. I got to the gate, and there we all have to have guards at night. There has to be somebody in our homes, at our home and in our yard day and night. And so Joseph opened the gate, and he said, he's one of our church people, and he said, Mother, what has happened? They call us Mother there. Mother, what happened? And I said, oh, just let me drive the car in. And I said, please, when you finish that, go and get some of the pastors at the church and ask them to come and pray for me. And so I didn't even put the car in the garage. I just let the car sit there. And I went into the house, and I was able to walk, but my back and my everything. So I sat down on the edge of the chair, and I couldn't lean back or anything, just on the edge of the chair. And so anyway, I waited till they came, and 5 of them came, and they said, we'll take you to the clinic, Mother. No. I said, I just want you to pray for me. Oh, they all looked at me and thought I needed to go to the clinic. So, and they believe in healing. They believe in healing, absolutely. They did. And so anyway, because many miracles have happened over there, but I guess I looked in terrible shape. So anyway, I invited them into the living room, and there was no place for everybody to sit in the kitchen, so I sat in the living room. And I sat down on the edge of the chair. And so then they called on one of his name was Pastor Ruby Donker, called on him to pray. Not one of them touched me at all. Usually they lay your hands on your head or, your shoulder and, pray. But they didn't even do that. They just thought it was a hopeless case. And it was not that they were a non-believing group, because they believe. And anyway, they just started to pray. Everybody just sat in their place. And Pastor Booby just began to pray just a normal prayer. And as he was praying, I felt the power of God begin, and go up through my body. That warmth of the power of God up through my body. was healed. I knew I was healed. Beautiful feeling. And so they all got up and they said, okay, Mother, we're taking you to the clinic. I said, no. I said, I'm healed. They looked at me. And I said, look at it. And I moved around and I bent and I said, there's no more pain left. I said, I'm fine. I'm healed. The Lord has healed me completely, totally. Mm-hmm. And so they thanked the Lord and they left quietly and no problem. It was all over. Isn't that wonderful?
That's wonderful. Praise God.
God is able. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. I had to hold myself up to try to, again, it was totally twisted. So when I brought it to the garage, they said, Dad, you should have been killed in this. Lesser accidents than this has happened, and they've broken their neck. And so anyway, the garage repaired everything, so I still continue to use the same car. They're masters in rebuilding, damaged cars and wrecked cars and so forth. The Lord bless you. Sorry.